Well, after hiking for 2 weeks in the Himalayas, yesterday I got to Johnson, and from Johnson, Al and I were lucky enough to get a flight directly here to Pokhara. One of the things when you're traveling that you can't control are the elements. And now in Tarapani, which is about 3 days walk north of here, there's massive fires. As you can see, it's just smoke everywhere. I was in Johnson and I saw this fire and all the smog, and I realized there's going to be no views of the Himalayas. So I went into stealth mode and I'm now heading back to Thailand. Had a great time here in Nepal. As you can see, even though it's all smoking, you literally right there, and you can't see the Himalayas, it's still beautiful here. But one of the nice things here is Pokhara is one of those places where you can come to, and there's something here. There's a nice feel to this place, and it's a great place to come after hiking for a couple of weeks in the Himalayas to just relax and kind of regain your thoughts and maybe think a little bit back about what you just done the last couple of weeks. Walking around here in the Himalayas and coming back to Pokhara after all these years, there's a reason I come back to these places. There's something to these places that makes me want to return. With all the changes here, will I return? That's a tough question. You cannot deny the Nepalese modern conveniences, electricity, roads. They don't want to walk 5 days to get to the next village. They want to be there in 5 hours. Who blames them? But the problem is now, when you're coming to places like the Annapurna circuit, with the modern conveniences come telephone poles that obscure your views, cars on the road when you're in this total tranquil setting in your mind and you're walking through the biggest canyon in the world and you hear a horn. I wasn't ready for that. But it's change. You have to accept it. And that's one of those things that I realize now as a traveler, that's reality. You know, and if you don't want to accept the change, you don't go back. That's that simple. For me, I'll return to the Himalayas again because I love these mountains. When the mountains are out, when you're hiking and you look up and you see the Himalayas, that's a high you can never explain to somebody unless they've done it. But I know myself, for once again, my heart's fulfilled, my soul's just jumping, and I had a great time. And I just hope that someday I get to return again. And with that, my friends, I'll have to bid you a farewell. And until we meet again, as always, travel on.